Oh, that's a little good, yeah? No. Land. Bro, why are red players like this? My opponent asked why I didn't play a Lord Skitter. Rat Enter. Give me that graveyard, dog. Give me that omniscience. No omniscience for you. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing more Mono Black. It is a brand new season on the ladder of Arena. We just were Mythics. Now we're going to be kind of doing the old faithful grind up once again. We're starting with Mono Black, adding a couple new cards into the list to try out, right as Dragon of Tarkir is coming out as well. But April Fool's Day is today. As you can see, all of our cards are heavily played as though we went outside and scrubbed them on the pavement because we don't know how to protect our cards. But it's not for everything. As you can see, like some borderless cards or these kind of cards aren't affected by it, but normal cards are. So it's kind of a cool thing. I always appreciate when things like this happen. In the store, there's also a rock that's funny that they did for last April Fool's. We'll show that before we hop into the games. But we're playing Mono Black, we're playing the Demon stack, and we're going to try out Desecration Demon, a card from Foundation. This is a reprint. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature of their choice. If they do, this creature becomes tapped, and we put a 1/1 counter on it. It's just kind of another Archfiend that we don't necessarily have to worry about the counters. And we are trying out Lord Skitter, a card that used to be played a ton back in the day, but fell out of that kind of blue-black rotation where it was played for Kaido, because obviously Kaido is really, really good. But this, whenever another rat you control enters, exile up to one target card from an opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, make a 1/1 black rat creature token. I will say I do make a slight misplay with this card today, thinking that it triggered on my end step, not at the beginning of combat, because that's kind of weird and kind of falls out of our play pattern with this deck. But real quick to cover it super fast, our removal package is 4 cutdowns, 2 annoyance, 2 go for the throats, and Shieldred's Edict to act as kind of our board stabilization, along with Liliana being a discarder along with a removal, and our kind of hand disruption being Duresses and Deep Cavern Bat as 4 and 4, and our win conditions being Bloodletter and Unstoppable Slasher, with our ultimate value card being Unholy Annex. With that said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the games. But if you want to see the rock, as my server is kind of updating, this is the April Fool's rock. It's really funny looking. I didn't know what it was going to be, but he's goofy. He's the goofy boy. But let's go game. All right, we'll keep on the play. Got like an interesting hand. We'll see what's up. Got a Lord Skitter, which is awesome. Oh, it might even matter. Look at that. Nah, it's not going to matter. Unlucky. Well, I'm not going to give them 2 beanstalks, I'll tell you that. I have to figure out how to beat 1. Literally, like, not even possible for us. Just Lily plussing just seems bad, but Lily alting also can win.
This is my home, and you won't be outsmarting me.
Doppelgang? Okay, well, they're not domain. They're definitely a spicy list, that's for sure. Alright, interesting.
Drop it.
What's up? We have a Desecration Demon, which is cool. Oh, Overlord. Okay, interesting. At the beginning of combat, would you like to sack a creature to make me tap mine? Here. Here.
Sacrifices must be made.
They probably would have sacked to make me tap that, to be honest, but I'd rather just remove everything and then put them in range for my Bloodletter to win, because Liliana gets to minus down again anyway. Okay. Okay, well, we win from here. Cool. One. Alright. Augers. That's Steel Seraphs, I guess. I don't know. Opponent's first, we can duress, deep cavern bat, and I mean our hand's a little juiced, I guess. Say a little. This omniscience combo now? I feel like that can only be right. Authority we do not care about, even though it will be a little bit frustrating. Whalo I care about. The dispersal I care about, but I can always take the dispersal with deep cavern bat. Much rather just answer that and get it out of my way. But let's see what's up. Stock ups are obviously bad. There's obviously no way to kind of talk our way around that one. No authority here is wild. Confounding is good. Dispersal's still kind of annoying. I'll take dispersal away. You miss a land. Okay. Missing a land and not playing this is still absurd to me. What are we doing? Attack. Play a slasher and go for lethal. Most likely if they hit a land, they'll probably cast stock up. Okay. Not very often do you get the unstoppable slasher win, but you can just tell some games where maybe your opponent misses a land that they're going to be a little more tilted and use the stock up to try to get themselves into the game. But putting the confounding riddle down, which essentially kind of does the same thing as stock up, but probably a little bit better, to be honest, in a spot like that, because you could still find the land on my end step and put an omniscience in your graveyard, but also you could counter this. But we take the win. Very cool. If it's a removal based deck, these slashes are super annoying. The win conditions in hand and a skitter, we're trying to find out if it's worth playing or not. No lower mana stuff, but if we draw lower mana stuff, that'd be great. We do have a lot of removal in our deck in general. Exactly like that. They could play a protection spell, so I'm not going to let them potentially have it here. It's always kind of the fear whenever you see white that not Shelter by Ghost, but the one white mana flash, give it like hexproof is definitely possible. We could do this, but these tokens can't block, which is obviously tilting. Maybe tilting's the wrong word, but all right. You play your win condition, I'll play mine. Oh, that's a little good, yeah? No. Land. Bro, why are red players like this? Why are they like this, dude? It's like, it should never happen. It's been legal for way too long. Why do people let it happen? Yeah, man. Like, I guess. Sure, dude. I don't know. My opponent goes first. I will keep. Bug. Very cool sleeves. Still, this MP thing that they did, heavily played. Their opponent. My cards are damaged. Please help. Oh, okay. Yeah, awesome. No. Well, looks like we big lost. Our opponent didn't even have to put an omniscience in the graveyard or work to do it. They just played a surveil land and won the game. Isn't that wild? Worry, I'm drawing lands. I'm ready. Ready with all my removal. They can't possibly have everything. Sure. Like, am I supposed to play a slasher? I don't think so, because that just gives them a target. If they have it, they have it. I don't know what to say. I can't even use this because its mana value is too high. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. The rest? They're missing a land. Oh boy, and they didn't cast a Charter Course. So it has to be... that. And... This. You draw the land off the top. You have to cast a Charter Course. All right. Acklezotch, you know what to do. Also a good one. Combat. They also didn't play land, by the way. Oh, this is the beginning of combat. I messed up. I thought this was at a different time. I hate playing this game. I suck so bad. It's just oh, it's the beginning of combat. Turn. Just whatever. Whenever a rat enters, exile up to one target card. Please don't be a second omniscience and punish me. I asked why the red players didn't block, and my opponent asked why I didn't play a Lord Skitter. Rat enter. Give me that graveyard, dog. Give me that omniscience. No omniscience for you. Like, what card is that? That card's not real. And I would believe you. I believe you that it's not real either. I forgot. I thought it was on Instep. I haven't played with Lord Skitter in so long. I thought it was on Instep, make a rat, exile a card. No, it's weirdly at the beginning of combat. Very cool. Like, why is this a beginning of combat trigger? At the beginning of combat, your turn, make a one. It's like, this thing doesn't get haste or has to attack, you know? Like, it literally does nothing. Like, why is this a beginning of combat? I don't know. It's really weird. But either way, we'll take it. Oh no, Hopeless Nightmare. Duress. Nice. Nice. Try the mirror, then. I have a... Play your Deep Cavern Bat, dude. Come on. Play your Deep Cavern Bat. Ah, that sucks. Well, double cut down's pretty cool. Here's my Deep Cavern Bat. You have a removal spell for it? Do they have a removal spell for it? Of course they do. Lord Skitter kind of dodges things here. Ooh, I beat that? I have no idea. Alright. I think they forget. They forget. Maybe they're like, I want to gain life. They play this. Maybe they play this Bloodletter. Oh, word? Hello. A word? I'm having a good time too, boss. I have a Bloodletter. My thing is, the way that we played that, I feel like mine's way scarier. I'm ready to win. Sure. So, question, boss. Question. We're planning on beating this. That's what, 6, 7, 8? All right. You know, these two get through scot-free or they lose the game. I'm the one. That's a cut down. Can I grab my duress? Thank you. Let's take away their targeted removal. Yeah, it shouldn't matter, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter what they do. So we get rid of Flasher. They play that, and then I go way too wide. Nice! Lord Skitter's actually doing work right now, and that's pretty awesome, to be honest. Pretty awesome that a card that we've had in the past that was an all-star kind of come back a little bit, even though it can't necessarily exile like an Omniscience immediately, but it's showing its worth, I think. Going first is about the only way we can keep this hand, so we will. Play and go. Archfiend will be discarded to kind of the thing we might have to. Ooh, humans? And you remember when Thalia was legal? And then as soon as she rotated out, they're like, we're extending standard. I'll remove this. You can play a better creature on 2, but that's definitely getting out of my way. Invasion, you decide. My hand's pretty wild. Either Annex or Slasher. Both of those cards are kind of the only ones that are playable in my hand technically. Take my Annex, which honestly makes a lot of sense. Liliana probably would have been the take if we actually had it in our hand, but Slasher in play, nothing to be done here. Okay. So, question. Are you blocking this? Are you taking... You're taking half your life total? Okay. I don't know about that one, Chief. Feels like a wacky play, but sure. Do you think they have more Aven Interrupter? They have more Invasion. I know that. No Interrupter. It could be a Soul Partition, I guess. The problem is I just get to play this for 2 mana. It's not like Aven Interrupter really solves that problem, right? Like, what is... I mean, it's making these really expensive. But what do you do about the Slasher this time around? You Soul Partition it? You Get Lost it? Do we Shelter by Ghost it? Okay. Sure. I guess so. Still want to play this one for 2 later, I think. Play this one. See what's up here. I just don't know what the recruitment officer's doing in the deck. If we're just going to be like a taxes deck. You know what I mean? This feels like such a... Stop invasioning me. Like, yeah, sure. I guess I can't beat 3 invasions. I don't know. I feel like having every copy of the rest be good. Play a second Shelter by Ghost at this point. Alright. I mean, I guess, dude. Can I rip a Shelter by Ghost off the top, please? That'd be so sick. Or Liliana the second. Awesome. So what are we... What's our plan?
Something
Here?
suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. Ah, one of
Okay.
your friends has to leave.
Then here. Alright, opponent. Go ahead. I just... Honestly, like, it's all fine. I'm still just baffled by this. I don't... Because it's not even like it finds a random card, right? You know what I mean? Like, it is... You solve the problem yourself. It could plus before, but I'm just double attacking here. If it hits, it hits. If they exile my cards, they exile my cards. It's like, whatever. They have to block. Doesn't matter. And they give indestructible, sure. Plus. Now, if they draw a land, they lose. Oh, it's 3 Aven Interrupters? They had 3 invasions and 3 interrupters. That's wild. All my cards in this zone are really pricey, which obviously sucks. I guess I could have started my turn off by casting an Annex. There's a Shelter by Ghost. Are you drawing only the same exact cards the entire time? So here's the problem. They have to exile Slasher, I think. And then Bloodletter's obviously horrifying. I don't know. It's a weird one. They also have to answer my Lily, so they have to attack. Sure.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Pretty cool. Move to combat. Attack. Can't believe this entire thing's just working out for them. It's just like multiple tax cards. Beginning of combat, I messed it up again. Another Shelter Bag goes. Draw exactly what you need again. That'd be pretty fun for me. Be pretty happy with that. I definitely miss my 2 extra damage every single turn, thanks to my Lord Skitters. If they drew a 4th Aven Interrupter, I will lose my mind a little. Combat. Lord Skitter triggers. Exile just cards at random, I guess. Attack. On the 5, and then we play a Deep Cavern Bat. Take a look. Is it a land? It is a land. Maybe playing around like Graveyard Hate or Hand Disruption, which makes sense. But yeah, we're missing a rat, which obviously sucks. We have enough here? I don't know. We have enough? They have nothing. They go to 11. That'd be 6. Be 8. That'd be 10. So we fall just short. So me messing up my Lord Skitter for a second time is actually costing me the game. They didn't attack me, so, you know, it's fine. We'll figure it out. No attacks. Right here. Might as well wait, because their life total stays the exact same as long as we don't do anything. Sell a card from your graveyard. Scry 2, sure. Definitely a thing that they can do. Dude, this one makes a lot more sense to me. First Strike also has, like, an ability that seems a lot more useful. Just because, like, this... You may reveal a creature card from under 3 last and put... Oh, I thought I could only grab a human. I was complaining about it this whole time, and it didn't actually matter. Oh, look at me go, dude. Here. Here. So if I attack out, it's the same boat as last time, so I just pass. Oh, nice. And they go to 1. I guess it wasn't the same boat, because then this triggers. But I guess if they have like a way to destroy a creature, I'm in a little trouble. I'm also allowed to just wait. Could be a board wipe, but I don't know if it matters. Sure. Combat. Triggers. That goes away. Bet. Huh? Oh, alright, cool. Win. In, like, the weirdest game I think I've played in a while. We would have lost if we didn't draw the Lily. Our opponent had 3 of the same cards for the entire time, like 3 invasion. Actually, did they end up playing all of them? I don't think so. Oh yeah, they played 3 and then they played 3 of this, which this card's really good, especially if you have multiples. It's all the way up to an 8/7, which is crazy. But we're definitely gonna get it under the wire. We'll play in second Unholy Annex, and then it'll drain them for a ton more. And what, we have 6/7 mana, so it's just a little bit short. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're a little bit short of being able to do that. I guess I can also play a Lily here in minus now, but cool. We move on. All right, so here's the finished pile that we were playing across the board today, and I mean, it's just as good as it always is. Obviously, I think this deck has stood the test of time for a while, and a card that I definitely wanted to try a little bit was the Desecration Demon and the Lord Skitter. This card was a phenom back in the day when it was played. Now we definitely want to give it a try here. the kind of every combat any opponent may sacrifice a creature is kind of cool, just for the fact that it's like your opponent can kind of make you tap it if they really want to, but on their turn they're never really going to do it. It does tax them a little bit, but at the same time we have Lord Skitter, which is also kind of awesome, where we get to interact with Omniscience, even though I punted with this card multiple times today, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is when you go and grab a card that you don't play with all too often. You kind of are like, yeah, I want to do my typical play pattern with this deck where I attack first and then I start casting my spells. So if my opponent wants to interact with me, they have to do it then. And then you just get punished with that with Lord Skitter. So you actually have to play it first, which makes it really awkward. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed regardless. And I'll catch you in the next one. Also, it's April Fool's Day. I think that's why all these sleeves are messed up. It's kind of tilting because it also doesn't apply to your like borderless cards and your like animation cards, but it's just really funny. Or my account's gotten too old and they're all heavily played. I have no idea. But with that said, I hope you all enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.